Hello and welcome to another episode of Forgotten Cello Music by Traveling Cello. Hi, this is Aaron. Today I am going to be starting on a reading journey through Violoncellisten der Gegenwart in Wort und Bild. This is a book I found that was written in 1903. It contains the biographies and photos of 114 cellists then living in the 1903 publication time. There were more cellists that were asked to be included, some of which did not want to be included, and others that failed to meet the deadline, so there could potentially have been a greater number. I will be reading the preface today. One note about the reading that I wish to do in this book. It's originally written in German in Hamburg, Germany, 1903. I have studied German and I wish to read it in German, but then I will also read it in English. What I will be doing with the reading of this book is reading it in a translation of English that I have done myself, and then subsequently reading the same selection in German. At this time, I don't plan on reading the entire book. Rather, I will take certain cellists that I am currently either studying or wish to study and record their music. I've recorded a number of works from a number of cellists, namely Klengel and Goltermann and August Milk, Hugo Schlemüller, of which several of those mentioned are included in this book. Now, this is my own preface, a note, as it were, about the reading and the efforts that I've put into this book. The German selections are quoted verbatim herein. All translations are my own. Although I have made every effort to be accurate, there are some phrases which I have not understood explicitly. For certain reasons, I have not solicited the help of any native German speaker, namely, to avoid any feeling of obligation and thereby a time commitment on the part of the other party. I also have very limited funds and necessarily must keep the cost to a very minimum. I have been taught German in Austria. I lived there for a total of 1 year and a half, but I do not speak it on a regular basis nowadays. It is a language that I admire greatly for many reasons, and therefore will be reading in the original as well as in my own English translation. It is a dream of mine to be fluent in German, and I simply want to practice reading in German. It's fun for me to do, and at the same time I can share the information of this wonderful book with more people, German speakers and English speakers alike. I do beg your pardon for pronunciation errors or fumbles, and thank you for your understanding, and I really do hope you find it enjoyable. Now on to the book. Violoncellisten der Gegenwart in Wort und Bild. Cellists of the present in word and picture. Hamburg, 1903. Preface. The collection herein is by no means complete, while it has become larger than I initially thought it would. It does, however, provide a closer look and overview of the most superb representatives of cello playing today. The information used comes only from reliable sources, namely the biographical sketches sent to me directly from each artist. A number of cellists approached, despite repeated entreaties, requested not to be included, and still others did not meet the deadline for publication. In order to give this collection the impression that it is incomplete, I have named some artists at the end whose biographical sketches, for certain reasons, are not included in this book. I am indebted to all who have, in my work, through the care of photographs and biographical documents, supported me. I offer a sincere thank you. Hamburg, 1903, the editor. Violoncellisten der Gegenwart in Wort und Bild. Hamburg, 1903. Vorwort. Vorliegende Sammlung ist, wiewohl durchaus nicht vollständig, weit umfangreicher geworden, als es anfänglich erwartete, und gibt ein annäherndes Gesamtbild der hervorragendsten Vertreter des Violoncellspiels. Das hierzu benutzte Material entstammt nur zuverlässigen Quellen, nämlich den eigenen Mitteilungen der einzelnen Künstler und Künstlerinnen. Mehrere derselben wünschten, trotz wiederholter Bitte, nicht aufgenommen zu werden. Andere haben die sie betreffenden Daten teils nicht eingesandt. Teils traf das benötigte Material nicht mehr rechtzeitig ein. Um der biografischen Sammlung den Eindruck der Unvollständigkeit zu nehmen, sind zum Schluss die Namen einiger Künstler genannt, deren Biografie zu bringen ich aus genannten Gründen leider nicht in der Lage gewesen bin. Allen denen, welche mich in meiner Arbeit durch Zuwendung von Fotografien und biografischen Unterlagen unterstützt haben, sage ich hiermit meinen verbindlichsten Dank. Hamburg, 1903. Der Herausgeber. It's fascinating to me that someone undertook all of the effort to track down some of the most well-known and most accomplished cellists of their day over 100 years ago. I think this book should be translated into English, and I hope that somebody does. It could be me. I would love to work with somebody in a professional setting to get it just right. That would be fabulous. With that, I want to thank you for joining me on another episode of Forgotten Cello Music. I have read the foreword, or the preface, of Violoncellisten der Gegenwart in Wort und Bild. Cellists of the present in word and picture from 1903. Thank you for joining me on an episode of Forgotten Cello Music. Auf Wiedersehen.